Huh.
Oh gosh.
That's nice.
Where's the stuff?
The stuff is here now. Great new day sensation. Light and free now. To elevation.
I can't.
Enough is never enough. Enough is never enough of the stuff.
The stuff.
Nope.
The taste that makes you hungry for more. The stuff. Taste
Nope.
that delivers.
Enough is never enough. Enough is never enough.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Are we starting off with this? Are we starting off?
No, we're not.
We're okay.
But
We're gonna save it.
I just
Okay.
want to say real quick that is definitely my favorite part of the movie. Is all the commercials, all the music for the commercials. It's all so perfect. It's like spot on 80s advertising.
Oh yeah, that is true.
It is.
Yeah,
So
there was a lot of, we have a lot of interesting stuff to talk.
Stuff. Yeah, we got a lot of
lots of
stuff to say
interesting
about the
stuff to talk
stuff.
about. Yes. So thank you everybody for coming to Soundbooth Theater Live. So welcome. Thank you guys for coming. I'm so excited for tonight's show because we're talking about the stuff. Which might be the greatest movie of all.
No.
I'm having a dilemma. I'm having a philosophical dilemma about this movie that we have to discuss.
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe
It's coming.
Maybe you're
It's
right.
coming.
Maybe we should just hit it.
That will be our cinema segment for a bit later. Okay, it's time for us to go to the cinema.
Cue music.
Hold on, it's coming. The stuff. Okay.
Oh,
so
gosh.
We interrupt this presentation
I
with the following urgent message.
Tonight, America is in grave danger. We are under alien attack by a popular dessert known as the stuff.
Here, Jason. Take some.
No! Don't eat that! There is
there a way to get rid
something
of the
alive in there.
Tasty!
There's something alive in yogurt. It's called benign bacteria.
If the stuff is in your house, do not eat it. If you have it on your shelves, do not sell it. If you distribute this material, close your doors, make no more sales.
Wait. Okay.
So
One
we
of my
chose-
first. This is so cringe. Okay, I'm getting that out of the way.
Real quick, just to remind you guys, we chose the stuff as a way to promote Stain.
Yeah.
Everybody Loves Large Chests, which is coming out tomorrow. And for those of you who don't know, the reason that the stuff matches is because Stain, the title character of Book 8 of Everybody Loves Large Chests, is a slime. She's a queen slime. And her thing is she enslaves people with herself. She inserts herself into people, and it takes a spot in their brain.
Oh,
then,
just like the stuff
yeah,
does.
just like the stuff. So, Sin,
Oh,
go
God.
ahead. Unload, please.
I wrote so many notes. Okay,
wait.
I put so cringe. That was one of the first things I wrote. Stupidity gets started off right away with this guy eating this crap out of the ground. Good stuff, tasty. Oh my God,
I just love that.
And it's sweet too.
And then Michael Moriarty, that's his name, right? That's the actor's name. When he
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
and he
he's
meets the execs on the boat, and he's shaking their hands and he's talking about their sweaty palms. It's like,
Yeah.
okay. The fashion shoot video and the crazy song, just stupid.
Oh,
The supermarket scene where the kid is like, "It's gonna kill you all," and the cops are holding him down. You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of that scene in Terminator 2. When they're coming. She's trying to get away from the Terminator. He's like, "He'll kill you all. He'll kill you all." And what else? Sneaky people in that run downtown. They were so over the top. sneaky.
The stuff was clearly a huge inspiration on Terminator 2.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly.
Obviously, at least that one scene.
There's some truck action.
They didn't try. The family didn't try very hard to make sure the son ate it. They just sent him up to his room. How do they know he's going to eat it? Okay, and then where's the beef reference? You know, where's the stuff? And then when this stuff gets on that guy's face, she decides to burn it. It's on his freaking face.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Doesn't she pour lighter fluid on it?
Yes, no, butane from like a lamp.
And then they burn the stuff in the hotel room to save the guy that the stuff is attacking. But then they just leave the guy there in the hotel room. And then when they go to the place and they leave the kid on the plane, they said, we'll be back in a few hours, but they don't go back. They go to a hotel room. They leave the kid there. And then when he beats up the guy, when he's like infiltrated the place where all the semi trucks are, and the guy follows him to the behind the truck, he like grabs the guy.
Oh, right.
He doesn't even take the time, obviously, to hide him because he immediately walks out from like he's not even trying very hard to hide his tracks.
No.
And then. Why was the stuff too scared to attack the boy inside the tanker thing, but it wasn't scared to attack anybody else? Paul Sorvino's performance was just ridiculous.
Okay, which one? Who's that?
Oh, he was the general guy. He's Mira Sorvino's dad.
Yes.
Then there was only one good thing that came from this movie for me, and that was this quote that is so true. And this, I think it was the marketing lady. She said, how often it is easier to believe lies than the truth. Mm-hmm. That's the only good thing I got out of this doggone ridiculous film. We should have watched The Blob instead. My gosh.
No,
I had forgotten how terrible it was. See, I had watched it before when it was like while I was working, doing an audiobook or something. I had it playing. I had forgotten all this military stuff. The only thing I remembered that the two Bloom brothers were in it. The two kids.
Bloom brothers.
They're brothers.
The kids with the striking eyes.
They're brothers in real life.
Related.
They're Scott Bloom and
okay, yeah. You know what? That's funny because that was my exact thinking when I saw them. I was like, man, did they get actual brothers?
Yeah, they did. The older brother had come along the scene first. He's a better actor than his younger brother is. It's just
so naturally, the other brother was the one they focused on.
Oh my god.
It was so freaking bad. I mean, was it trying to be stupid or was it trying to be serious?
It's a comedy.
There's some there's some stuff that was trying to be stupid and some stuff they were trying to do right.
What were they trying? That's the thing. They tried that. Like some parts of like this has got to be a joke, and then other parts is like they act like they really think they're making a pretty scary horror movie. No, that's how I felt about Blood and Honey.
No, this movie was maybe not so clearly a comedy. I think that's the issue it had.
Maybe.
Okay, so here's my
Ahmed. Yeah, I want to hear your take.
Here's my moral dilemma.
I got it all.
Here's my moral dilemma.
I'm gonna glow on.
So I was like thinking, okay, I'm gonna give this movie a low score, and then I stopped and I was like,
don't you dare rate it higher than the others.
But it was better than Family Plot.
No, it is not.
It is.
It
was entertaining.
No.
I laughed the whole time almost.
Oh my god.
Yes, there was continuity failure, but the editing was masterful. I can't explain it. It moved very easily from one scene to the next. It was easy to follow down. Whereas Family Plot was just like, it was kind of a drag, and it wasn't really going in a straight line, and it was all like trying to make some kind of, I don't know. But once I realized, I was like, I like this more than Family Plot, then I would realize I can't rate it that low, and I started really considering what's happening in it, right? And this production was like, we don't have a lot of money, but we have an experienced director, because even though he knew his time was limited, right? He knew that it's a comedy, it's a goof, but like he didn't take the time. He took the time to focus on very specific things. You know what I mean? Like if you look at the way I watched
the marketing.
The way, well, no, not the movie itself, like the way that it moved from scene to scene and the things that he focused on felt like he had directed stuff. Like he was experienced, but he was rushing through the job because it was a quick payday or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
same with Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Oh, that guy was. I was like, what
Oh my
was
God!
his name?
No,
He
hang on.
was it
You
Mitch?
know how he comes out? You know how he comes out?
Jumps over
this
the car?
guy. He comes over the car with a what? He drop kicks the guy.
What the heck?
And then he's like, "I'm Chocolate Chip Charlie," and then he sends him to Washington D.C. to talk to. He sends him to Washington D.C. to get the FBI. He just sends him. And
I feel like we're missing something. I feel like Chocolate Chip Charlie was some kind of celebrity at the time, like a real
You mean the
celebrity
actor?
who. No, like the character, like.
Maybe,
but no, he's an actor
did-
I've seen before, though, right? Like
For
I've seen
some
him in other
reason-
stuff, right?
I thought he's
actor.
Yes, Garrett Morris has been so much.
Yeah. Okay. So he's not really. So I don't understand why. Why was he a celebrity at all in the movie?
It felt
he wasn't.
like
He had been a businessman. I thought he had been like.
he lost his business and he was
He lost
hunting
his
him down,
company.
and he ended up. But still, like it doesn't. There's no reason to like explain because this kind of movie, the way it moved, and there's no reason to explain like where he came from, why he was there. Like it just kind of there he is. He does his bit and then he's off. But like something about this felt very improv. Like people didn't have a lot of time to read scripts. There wasn't a lot. Danny Aiello's performance was absolutely awful.
It was so short.
Danny.
So was.
Oh, dude,
so
yes,
was Sorvino's
I love
performance.
it. Oh, like,
Paul
God,
Sorvino.
God.
Everything bad about this movie, I love so much.
That's his. I'm not even clear as to how Danny Aiello died. Like,
His
do you
dog
never?
is the dog.
Yeah, the dog. So the stuff came out of the dog.
No. It starts with him. The scene was so broken up. Once again, masterful editing, very clever. But when you stop for a second and think about it, it's like this doesn't make any sense. He suddenly was upstairs holding his chest on the floor, and then the dog showed up.
He fell because the dog was chasing him.
Right, exactly. But we didn't see that. Like,
no,
happen.
you didn't. Yeah, that was a terrible.
That's what I mean. He was just on the floor. Like there was a lot of that happening.
Hiding under a thing.
Continuity problems where it was like you just totally disregarded that this needed to happen before this, or they just move right to the next thing. It's like, oh, you could guess whatever happened to him. Did he get tripped? Did the dog get him? I don't know, because he just was on the floor in the next
dog
scene.
got him. He was
and he was
attacking
clutching
him.
himself. Oh my god!
That's because the dog was attacking him, and then he opened his mouth
but the dog,
and stuff was
but
coming
also
out.
the dog was not attacking him, and the dog wasn't even at any point agitated, right? Like it just like walked up to him, it was just like
Oh no, he
good
was
doggy.
He was like acting like he was attacking him. They had like snarly sounds, like
They
dog
had
was
sounds,
after him.
they had sounds, but if you watch the dog, the dog's like, "Hey, what's up?"
It's just like that's what I mean. And then the puppet, and then
I guess they couldn't get the dog to act angry enough. Maybe the angry dog wasn't on set that day.
There was a lot of really snappy grossness, like the masks that they used or whatever was like. It wasn't so much that they looked fake or whatever, but the way that they were edited, the snap cuts were very masterfully done.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, oh, like I don't know. It's just like like you see somebody's face all of a sudden and they're like spewing it out. It's just like or like somebody's climbing up a wall with it, or that was
just okay. So
it was so good.
That's
where
terrible.
I've landed. Yes, it is terrible. It is terrible.
It's terrible.
Oh, I can't. But I don't enjoy terrible movies. No, I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy terrible movies.
I don't either. Apparently, I do.
Yeah, you do. If you rate it higher than Family Plot, you obviously do. Because I like Family Plot more than this.
Well, Family Plot, but I feel kind of the same way about Family Plot. It's bad, but it's entertaining.
It didn't make me roll my eyes nearly as hard as this movie did. I was just like, this is only like an hour and 30 some minutes.
An hour 20. An hour 20.
Oh, that's all. I felt like I was in such torture.
I was so entertained.
Me too.
The commercials. Commercials.
Number one best thing about this movie is the commercials. All the jingles that they did for the stuff. It was perfect. It was like
good.
grade A satire of
that's what this had to be. This entire movie had to just be satire.
It was satire about
it was America. I didn't just like so there's this movie called Bodies that came out last year. And it was a satire about the social media generation and the fakery and the virtue signaling and the artificial friendship and all that stuff. And it was really down on millennials.
Yeah.
And I knew that that was the message. The problem was they made all the characters so unlikable. I didn't like the movie as a result.
Right.
So it's going so hard on the satire with this. And it's so ridiculous. I just hated it. I do not remember hating it as much the first time I saw it in passing.
How's the food, sweetheart?
Where's the stuff? Oh.
That's nice.
Look, and they even got him. Like, isn't he?
Oh, we got it doubled up for some reason.
I'm hearing echoes.
Oh, sorry. Maybe it's, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my headset.
Oh, jeez.
But yes, the stuff.
Yeah, so they had all the advertising, like it was all spot on. They had like 3 different jingles that were just absolutely amazing.
There was there was even a whole like the whole advertising thing and the commercial, and it was like, what? You know, like the lady that did the commercial that made it famous decided to tag along to destroy it.
Yeah,
like,
and she's like walking down the street, wiping away tears that aren't even there because she's so upset. She fooled so many people with her marketing idea. Okay.
So my second favorite thing about this movie was Michael Moriarty.
Oh, he was terrible in here.
I loved him in this
He
movie.
was such an overactor in here. It was ridiculous.
He was great.
It was so cringe the whole time I'm watching. I was like,
this
is awful.
It was cringe. It was cringe.
It was cringe,
so
but it was just the right kind. I loved his swagger. I loved the attitude his character had through the whole thing. Just like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit, but I'm a good detective. You know, like there was no apologies about who he was at all. But like he just ended up being the good guy because, you know, he got hired to do some corporate espionage, you know, like I love that.
And then also all of a sudden in a relationship with Nicole's character, like
right. Yeah, that happened really quick, didn't it?
But it was, I mean, you know, you knew it was going to
kissing.
happen right from the get-go because that was his tactic from the get-go, like talking to her, hey, you know, let's hook up, right? Like you know, not only am I offering you this job, but like, you know, you see, I'm a tall dude, right? Like, you know, and he worked his game, and it came off exactly the way he wanted it to.
Yeah, and Jason's adventure, I thought he was gonna die in that truck. I
still don't understand why it didn't attack him.
Who's Jason?
No, it did attack him, but they saved him just in time.
No, it didn't. It stopped.
It was like, you know, it was like
yeah, it had like
it was
in there with him for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it should have killed him, but it
didn't. But why? It didn't explain why. It attacked everybody else.
It was starting to feel bad.
Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. Like it definitely wasn't consistently killing people, and also it was kind of sometimes it was just like just goop, like, or rather it was alive, but it wasn't sentient, and then other times it seemed to be very like deliberate about attacking people. Like it was just very chaotic.
The rules were unclear. It
was just like sometimes it did stuff. Sometimes it was just goop. Like, you know, it wasn't always. And then they never made it clear whether or not all the goop was ganging up. I guess it was, right? Like from the corpses, but like the goop never actually ganged up in such a way to be like the blob. You know, the blob eventually turns into one mass that starts killing everything. Nothing like that ever happens. Yeah. It just kind of randomly plods its way through the movie. Like it's only the only thing that's important. It seems is. Wow, it's like, I don't even know. Yeah, the production was just an absolute nightmare. It must have been. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, and then, of course, the third act, the third act
was
shows
bat
up.
Shit.
And
it's just like, what?
They jump into cabs.
Yeah.
And go to the city. And then jump out of the cabs because...
This guy's got this, like, right-wing militia.
The planes never took off or moved or anything. They just stayed there, and then they changed the scenery around them, and then they got out again. You know, it was like And then the militia shows up, and it's this crazy
that character. So Paul Sorvino's
so over the top. It was so ridiculous.
Over the top.
He was
like,
supposed
it's funny
to be.
because we've seen these actors be great.
Yeah,
and it's interesting. I wonder if they're like, if these particular actors are like poorly directed, then they don't give good performances.
I think it was a quick paycheck. Maybe they only had 2 or 3 days of shooting. You know, they only had budget for 2 or 3 days of shooting for each one of the big names. You know, Paul Sorvino. Dude, so when they introduce, first of all, the way that Michael Moriarty's character convinces him to come along is so nonsensical. Like the interaction they had was like, wait, was that a threat or did they just become friends? I don't understand.
I know.
But
then he gives him
whatever happened, Colonel Spears was all up in arms and ready to go. And
because there were commies.
The way they
right. They explained to him that it was communist.
Yeah,
slime was communist.
The stuff was a communist plot, right? So yeah, that's all you need to tell him. Oh yeah, let's do this. And I feel like the way they played that character in the movie, it was like you were supposed to recognize the character and cheer as soon as you saw him, right?
Yes.
As if everyone was like, yes, Colonel Spears, finally. But what? Who is this person? He gets introduced, an hour into the movie, and it's already almost over. But like all of a sudden, he's this big hero that everyone's following. So that was incredible. Again, it's
like
bad,
a storyboard,
but it's entertaining. I had so much fun.
I hated every moment.
It was also interesting how they were just sliding down the trucks like for no reason. Like there's a point where they're sliding down trucks, and I'm like, why were they they weren't even on top of the trucks to begin with. How are they sliding down the trucks? But also like the music was spot on. It seemed like they got a proper score.
Yep.
Which leads me to believe that this movie was storyboarded to be this production. And then somehow got whittled down.
Yeah, exactly.
In like very precise moments, and like turned
they were
into
like,
something
fuck, what do we
else.
do now? I don't know.
Kid it was like E.T. Like, why was there so much focus on this little kid? Michael Moriarty kidnapped him. That little kid. He kidnapped Jason.
He pretty much did, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, oh, get in the car. He's like, I've seen it move too. He's like, what?
Well, that was trying to get away from his
parents, his crazy parents. But still, like,
I don't think he really kidnapped him.
Oh, kind of. I mean, technically.
He was saving him.
Technically.
No, we know, but technically he kidnapped him.
No, he was saving him.
He did save him consequently, but he didn't. It didn't seem like he knew that per se. Why he even showed up to begin with.
He didn't ask what happened. He's just like, a kid.
Oh no, the shaving cream. Oh my god.
The shaving cream.
This movie has too much in it.
And he was like, why did you even he kept eating it in front of him? Like, this kid's going to barf. And then obviously he's like,
oh my god. No, what I was wondering was, why did he fill it up with shaving cream? Why didn't he make it empty with
look
shaving
like
cream?
I know.
That's all I was
thinking.
Thing. I'm like, he's like topping it off.
And he's like, yeah, right.
Eat it?
Like, what? And he's like, he hadn't even hardly had any, according to...
He had a lot of that shaving cream, too, before he, like vomited.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Third thing that I really loved about this movie, like, of my top things that I enjoyed, was the way that when people were possessed by the stuff, they became like porcelain, like incredibly fragile, to the point that anyone could just like punch somebody in the face and their entire head would cave in,
just explode
and explode.
But sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. Did you notice there was the one guy that they hit or something and there was blood, but then later there was stuff coming out? That made no sense.
No, it doesn't. I was like, it's continuity.
I think that was the one the guy they ran over, maybe, or something. They did something, and I was like, okay, we're going to see the blood's going to really be stuff coming in. No, it was blood, and then the next shot you see him, then it's stuff.
Who was it that there was one scene in particular where David and Chocolate Charlie, was it Chocolate Charlie?
Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Where they, I think they were running away and they got into a boat. and like there were people chasing them, and
Yeah,
they kind
yeah.
of like hid behind a sign or something, and then popped up and like killed a couple of them, and then they left.
Yeah,
I have a vague memory of that.
For some reason, that particular scene really stuck in my head. I think because it was just so clumsy.
It was
as far as like the fight.
It was like how did
choreography and stuff.
no. Actually, my takeaway from that one was that the guy in the back actually pushed the boat out, and then he went in the water. So that felt very clunky because it was like, wait, were you trying to hang on, or but you were actually pretending, but you were actually helping out, and it was just not convincing at all. Like,
Yeah.
you just pushed it out.
So I wish that we had had more David, Chocolate Chip Charlie buddy cop action.
Yeah,
I liked
that was
the pair
definitely
of
out
them.
of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
I wanted that. I wanted more of that in the movie.
Out of nowhere.
Complaints, actual complaints. There were just like I don't know. Maybe this isn't a complaint because it's just another thing that was bad but still entertained me. The director of photography might have been a new guy. Like some of the shots were just like so unnecessarily like long or unstable, too much movement. It seemed very, again, improvised, right? Like it was like this was done on such a tight budget, on such a tight schedule. And that's actually another one of the reasons why I enjoyed it. And one of the reasons I enjoyed the family plot is because it makes me think about the limitations that they had when they were making the movie, and like it made me wonder about the limitations and stuff. So really, really stupid movie, bad movie, loved it.
So he went on to direct such hits as Cellular and Phone Booth. He did both.
He wrote Phone Booth.
He wrote.
Yeah, it's
but then he
showing
did
written
Cellular.
by. It does.
Was it 2 years
This isn't
apart?
his filmography. This looks like his
What did I
writing
do?
credits, right?
Writer, producer, director. Oh man, yeah. I guess I went through
He's
director.
won
Oh,
4
yeah, go
awards
down and
and
see-
been nominated for 6.
What his filmography is,
That's what we're looking
because all
at,
this
yeah.
is stuff he's written.
Well, some
Creator,
of it's
writer,
writer,
story.
some of it's
Oh, is this all?
creator.
This is all written.
It's what it says, writer at the top.
yeah, writer.
Maybe down the page a little more. It will show stuff he's directed. He wrote and directed this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so do you guys remember what grade
there
I
you go.
gave
There you go,
Family
direct.
Plot?
Oh,
Was it a 4?
I can't remember if
Oh,
it was
it's
a 4, 5, or 6.
I think it was a 4. I think it was a 4 and a highly recommend. 4 out of 10. I'm going to rate the stuff a 3.5 and an even higher recommend.
No.
3.5 out of 10 for the rating
Oh,
of the movie as
he
far as
did-
quality.
Q, the Winged Serpent. That also starred Michael Moriarty. I
Oh,
saw
did it?
that. Yeah.
Was
it's
it
about
good?
this dragon. I mean, it's
likely.
about this dragon attacking New York City or something. See?
Okay, I got to see it now.
Empire State Building.
I got it. Oh my god, that looks like what's his name? The guy who does all the fantasy art. Shit. What's his name? Frank
has a
Frazetta.
high-
That looks like Frazetta.
Oh, I
Frank
have no
Frazetta.
idea who. Does it even
Hold on.
say? I don't know.
His
if it-
its name is Quetzalcoatl.
Okay, so
Just
let me
call
look
it
that up.
Q. That's all you'll have time to
was it
say
called Q?
before it tears you apart.
seen this
What
a
is it
few
called?
times
Q?
playing on
what?
Pluto TV. It's called Q, the Winged Serpent.
This is yeah. American Monster. Okay. Oh, like
I didn't
this.
realize that was the same
It's
director.
like a video cassette. Is David Carradine in it?
Uh,
Yeah, that's David Carradine, right?
is he? Oh yeah, I thought Michael Moriarty was in this as well. I'm pretty
Look at
sure
this
he.
picture. This is the picture. This is the money shot right here. That's their best shot right there. Right there.
David Carradine. Yeah, he's in it. Let's see.
The wings. I love these old videotapes. It reminds me of video
Artwork by
stores.
Boris Vallejo, I think. Boris Vallejo is probably it, actually.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Michael.
There's
Moriarty.
a signature. I see it there. All right. Yeah, Boris Vallejo. So yeah. 3.5 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Okay, on Letterboxd.
What are you guys giving it?
On Letterboxd, I gave this a 1 out of 5.
Okay, so 2 out of 10.
If we're going on a 10-point scale, I give it a 1 out of 10.
Okay.
I mean,
so
the lowest I can give
possible.
it. Yeah, the lowest. Maybe I
1
should
out
have
of
rated
10.
it half a star on Letterboxd, just because I don't like stupid stuff like this.
Okay.
I'm
Ahmed, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 3 because I don't know what else to give it, and like I'm still having this dilemma.
And you
because
did like it?
That's what I gave Family Plot, and I didn't really like that, so I think my scale is broken. Like I don't know. I liked it. I felt like giving it like something higher because of how much I enjoyed it, that ridiculity.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess 3 because it was quite awful.
So 3.5, 3, and a 1.
1.
Yeah, a donut if she could probably.
So
a 0. First
so
movie to get a
stupid.
0.
So stupid.
Wait, are you officially giving it a 0, Sin?
I mean, you have to give it some sort of rating. So I mean, I just on Letterboxd
but
I
you
gave it a
don't.
1, but I probably should have given it a half a star. Then that would
Okay,
be
so
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. So I think we're unanimously agreed. Go watch this movie.
I'm not. I'm not. Don't waste your time.
I like how we got there.
I mean, if you like retarded stuff like that, then
No,
sure.
it's fascinating. It's fascinating. It's not what
From
year
a
was it,
production
98 or
perspective,
86?
considering all the things that we
Was
think
it
about.
86 or 85?
Oh,
I think I liked Q better, but then I haven't focused on Q either. That's another one of those things that's been playing in the background.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to seeing Q now. Quetzalcoatl.
I actually finished watching it today. I didn't
Q?
watch it over the weekend. No, the
the
stuff.
stuff.
I finished watching it this morning. It's part of my job. And I'm just like rolling my eyes. I'm like, I want to watch Luther instead. I got to watch Luther because the movie's coming out tomorrow and I need to finish season 5.
Okay, so next week or next time.
What's coming out next
cinema?
time?
Well, so first of all, we're gonna be hopefully episode 2 of Scaffed.
Oh, okay.
So maybe
something to promo that then?
Yeah. You know what? Megan. What about Megan?
Well, that's different.
I know.
I loved Megan. I've already seen Megan.
Okay.
I liked Megan. Something I thought about was Invasion of the Body Snatchers because they kind of take over your mind.
What about what's?
Yeah, but
what was
but
that
that's.
movie?
Oh no, we're talking about Scaff.
We're thinking about Metal Golem
that
Girl.
Right.
French movie with the kid who built. He was like a clockmaker. The kid from Ender's Game. Hang on, I'll get it.
Oh,
Flight
Hugo.
of the Navigator.
Hugo. And how does that tie into Megan? Did he make an automaton?
Oh no, it didn't. It's just another suggestion.
I mean, not
for,
Megan. I mean, for
like,
Scaff.
Gollum.
Oh, okay.
Because he. I think the girl is a machine. Is that what it is?
Oh, I don't
And
know.
Megan?
I haven't seen. No,
And
he's
Megan,
talking about Hugo.
Oh, and Hugo. I don't know anything about Hugo.
Maybe I don't remember.
I've only seen it in
watched
bits and pieces.
Ali G is in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he plays like a copper. But it's also the other reason that I think that's a good one is because it's in an alternate world that's very steampunky.
I was going to say steampunk.
And it's whimsical. And I feel like Scaff's got this little bit of whimsical vibe.
You want to do Hugo
It
then?
feels like a radio show vibe, like especially when you hear Katya and she's talking over the comms all the time, like ha ha ha, I'll get you. It's like it's got that kind of but yeah, so that was one suggestion. Hugo's is a suggestion.
Hugo. I've not heard of this
Megan.
movie, so I'm looking. I'm okay with Megan. I'm okay with Hugo, Megan.
What's another one? I guess Alita Battle.
Ooh, I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
Love that movie.
But I feel like we've all seen it though. Have you seen it?
Yeah. I saw it recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not a good one to like.
I've seen Megan. Have not seen Hugo. I mean, I've seen it in passing, but I never paid real close attention to it. I wonder if there's others. I feel like we should come prepared with a list instead of like trying to come up with it off the top of our head while we're having, because I bet there's going to be other movies that would be good too.
Here's a stretch. We could watch Guillermo del Toro's new Pinocchio.
Oh, well, Pinocchio.
I've heard that's actually really good.
It looks
good.
Well, I haven't seen it yet. I wanted
It's stop
to
motion,
see it.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got.
I'm not into Pinocchio, but I've heard it's actually really, really good.
Yeah, no, the Disney Pinocchio was like scary.
I have zero interest in.
Yeah, I heard that was maybe the worst.
Really creepy.
The worst one they've ever made.
And they continue to insist on making these live action adaptations.
It makes them a bunch of money.
And Tom Hanks was in it, and
right, yeah.
It made me very sad for him.
Yeah, I don't ever want to see that movie, but I do want to see the Del Toro one. So we have
Hugo.
I think Hugo may be the one.
We got Hugo. We got Megan.
Bye, Rich. Hugo, Megan, or Pinocchio. I'm trying to think of others that had like robotic type.
Well, I think AI, the Spielberg film.
I've seen that's been a long time. Haley Joel Osment. I wasn't super crazy about that movie.
I liked it.
I liked it up until the end.
I think the end was my favorite part.
Okay.
I don't want to.
It was just so brutally sad and just like melancholy.
Yeah, it was. The whole thing was brutal and sad. It just starts. Yeah. It starts here and it just.
Yeah, drags you into the ocean. Drags you into the
exactly, and then there's this whole epilogue, and it's
No, I think we've all seen it, so I don't think that's a good candidate. Let's go with Hugo for the next time, but let's try and think of more over the next couple weeks and kind of build up a list.
We'll be releasing episodes.
Bicentennial Man.
That's a good example. Bicentennial Man.
I mean, Robin Williams.
That one.
I have not seen that one.
That's the one where she he turns into a robot over a century so he could bone a chick. Oh no, he turns into a human. And then,
over a century so he can bone a chick. Yeah.
So he can bone a chick. Yeah. More or less. I mean, maybe that's oversimplifying it.
Pretty much.
Okay, so we have Hugo, Megan. Oh shoot, Pinocchio.
Mm-hmm. And now
or
Bicentennial Man.
But since we have chapters of Scaft coming out, we could just go down the list.
We can spread them all out. But I'm sure there's going to be other releases that we can,
I'll also do a search and see if there's anything else that comes up that might fit, like robotic or automatons or.
Okay, we'll do that over the next couple weeks. For now, let's just settle on Hugo for next time.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you for another awesome cinema segment.
It was fun.
Thank you.
I'm glad I got all my frustration out. I read every single dang note I took. I was so just like, this is so bad. I get angry at movies when I don't. I'm sorry you hated that one. I didn't.
Family Plot made me upset.
It was not the best movie, but I didn't get angry at it like I did this movie. I got angry at this movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a movie that I feel that way about.
Really?
We'll do one of these. Yeah, I mean, it's not as if I want to.
I'm trying to think of what would
just for the sake of balance for the show. That's all I'm saying.
So you can be as pissed as I.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
But I just wonder, what would make you feel that way about a movie? Would it be something you have a lot of fan investment in, like maybe it's an adaptation of something, some sort of original source?
That's something that could happen, or if it's just boring.
Yeah, let's watch Cowboy Bebop.
Oh God.
You talking about the
Netflix
show?
live action? Yeah. Oh my God, it is unwatchable.
I watched it.
It's quite awful.
Oh, I watched
the second episode. I just couldn't.
But see, I haven't seen the anime.
Oh my God!
So it was okay-ish to me. I didn't hate it. Like some people really hated it.
No, but I didn't necessarily hate it because of the anime. I couldn't even watch it. It was so. There was something that was always felt a little off about. I don't know what it was.
Dude, you made a mistake. Why would you watch that and not the anime version?
I love the anime, but
I don't like the
anime-
anime
it's
style.
my favorite
I
anime
don't like the style
of all
of the
time.
art, for one thing.
Yeah,
It's
it
my-
came right out of the anime. Like all of that was exactly how the anime played. It had all the fast swipes and the and the jazz and the that's.
But
what
it was poorly done. That's the
Yeah, I
thing.
don't-
It was
What
like,
did
compared to
you
the anime.
what did you not like? Like what was it about it that you didn't like?
The
that pissed
characters
you off?
didn't feel like I don't know. They were.
You feel like they weren't
acting
cast?
just like the characters, but somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the what's his name? The main character and Black Dog. Though they seemed like they acted like those characters. They didn't look like the characters, but they did seem to act like them pretty well. I think that the guy who played Black Dog was actually the best out of them.
Of the three,
Yeah. But dude, there's just nothing that comes off right. It all feels forced. Yeah, Goddess actually just said it too. It feels forced. Everything feels forced about that show.
Yeah.
But like the anime to me is like maybe one of the most perfect things I've ever watched. Like I love it so much.
It's
very
super
good.
popular, I know.
Yeah.
The whole thing is supposed to feel like a heist kind of show, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that-
Well,
I don't
it's
think the
noir.
Netflix-
What it is it's space noir.
Yeah.
Western.
with and the
Weird.
bounty hunters,
It's an awesome genre bending thing, and of course the score is like absolutely phenomenal. Like all the music in that entire show is incredible. So, I don't know. It's
So
to see
that was-
something that good.
Our talk
It's
makes me
so
want to
bot-
watch it again.
I bet you no one
Try it
else
again.
could have made a better live action version of that show. I bet
Yeah,
you that
maybe
is
that's
as
what
good
it
as
was.
it possibly could have been.
Yeah, sometimes anime doesn't translate well to live action.
It just doesn't. It almost never does. I don't know that I've ever seen a live action version of an anime that I liked.
Well, I think Alita was pretty decent.
But that one was never an anime. I think that was a manga.
Yeah,
No, it was an anime.
Was
Yes,
it?
it absolutely was. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Actually,
I've
a
not
lot of the
seen
frames come right from it. I didn't see
Exactly.
the anime. I
Yeah.
just saw the thing about.
I've seen clips of the anime,
and it's the same. They put them side by side.
they
and it's
did
like,
some of the stuff
oh.
exactly the same.
Okay, so you know what? I would put Alita back on the menu for one of these segments if it was the anime, because I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Let's try to fish that one out. And
Cool.
do that.
All right, so let's
Compare. Do a
So
comparison.
Hugo is 2 weeks from now. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. Hey, it's the raven! I do the poem. It was very fun. Okay. Thank you so
That was
much,
excellent work.
everybody. What's that?
Speaking of Edgar Allan Poe, have you guys seen The Pale Blue Eye on Netflix?
No.
No.
What is this?
It's a mystery that takes place during the days of when Edgar Allan Poe was a cadet at West Point, and there's these series of murders.
It's with the Christian Bale.
Yeah, with Christian Bale.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good movie.
Did you know
I
the
like
guy
it
who
so much.
it was good, very atmospheric, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
wish I could have seen it on the big screen. It was on
It's
the big
like-
screen for a little bit.
Whole movie remind me of my castle. Just the
Yeah,
fog everywhere.
exactly. Gray and
Yes, very
dreary
gray.
and just
People
very sad and
dying
depressing.
everywhere,
Do you know who it was that played Edgar Allan
Dismemberment.
Poe?
I don't
Not-
remember
yeah,
his
Edgar.
name, but he did good job. He looked like him.
But do you know who he was? What he's been in?
I've seen him many times.
It was a surprise to me who he was.
The one I remember the most was Chess Lady, Chess Girl.
Okay,
in
but do you
also
know what
Netflix
he
show.
played in a long, long time ago when he was a kid? He looks completely different. I never would have guessed. I had to look it up to find out who he was, and then
Who
it
is-
shocked the hell
who
out of
is-
me. He was the dude who played Harry Potter's cousin Dudley, big fat Dudley. Right? Wasn't his name Dudley? Yeah, he was. That was him.
I have not seen this movie.
You haven't seen Harry Potter?
No.
Oh,
You don't need it.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what you
he
what you
was
mean.
very, very
fat
obese.
Kid, he's
yeah,
become
fat kid.
he becomes skinny.
Now he's like,
Edgar
doesn't even
Allan
look
Poe
like
looking
himself.
man.
Yeah,
he
he
becomes
looked like
skinny,
Edgar
his whole
Allan
claim
Poe.
to fame.
child act. Make lots
reminds
of practice.
Yes,
you know?
New Hades. That was like Dudley from Harry Potter was in The Pale Blue Eye. He played Edgar Allan Poe, and actually in the Harry Potter series, like in the last movie or two or whatever, he had lost so much weight he had to wear a fat suit by that point. I just thought that was kind of funny.
Oh,
yeah, no, he's done several things. He's done several things.
Beautiful now, so you know it's like they give him it's like they give him a prettiness costume.
That's it.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Depends on
Do
who
not
you talk
judge
to, I
him
guess.
for having, you know, some people are skinny and ugly, and then it's actual, then it's some heft, you know. He look unhealthy.
Yeah, kind of like Neville. Neville changed a lot.
Yes, yes. I think humans.
Yes.
Yes. I think humans. Humans should be fat. It's better that way.
More meat, right? More blood.
Okay, not more blood. Easier to catch.
Oh yes, because they
Much
can't move as
easier.
fast.
You know, they have all this.
Right, like in Zombieland.
Yes.
If you're fast, you can't run away, and they'll get you.
Rule it's number one, cardio,
I don't
right?
remember I don't remember. I don't remember the rule number.
Yes. Vampires know importance of cardio. I mean, our hearts not beat at all.
Oh,
so you are very lucky, and you waste, right? But it's
Sweeter
good.
blood
It's
from
good.
all the sugar. That's true.
Exactly. Yes. They eat more things. They're more fattening. You know, fattening things. They're more delicious. They make the blood taste much better.
Oh, much better.
Only thing that's better than just fat man? Alcoholic fat man. Pickled fat.
Oh, because then it's preserved, well preserved. Yes.
But hang on. The liver is it delicious when it's
Yes.
when it's full of alcohol?
Yes.
Certainly. Yes. Eat many people over, centuries. I've been alive many times. And it's always the same. Yeah. Another thing, you get more marbleization in the meat. Yes.
Like ribeye.
Yes.
Ribeye.
Wait, we have a question though. Someone said, if you are what you eat, will the vampire get fat?
Oh.
Vampires don't get fat. There's
They
no
don't process.
They don't
process
fat in
the
blood.
That's what I would
flavor.
think, right?
It's flavor, we digest all blood. It tastes different, but same thing.
Oh, that's true. They can't.
it's
There's no
ability.
carbs.
No.
That's right.
Can't get fat from blood.
Exactly.
Just blood.
My friend, he is Ian Solink. Met him 300 years ago, I think. He's only 400-year-old vampire, but not very smart guy. He gets into this trend where back 400 years ago, it's same trend happens today where humans they think that the fat is the beautiful thing, and so he want to fit in with the humans, make hunting easier, right? So in order to look fat, he inject fat into himself. And that's the only way I've seen fat vampire.
Oh.
It don't last very long either because we heal,
What did he
He's
inject
fat.
into himself?
He's fat. So he
just
killed one man.
Fat.
He killed one man. He take all his fat,
Oh,
put in jars, he preserve. Then he takes syringe and then he, inject himself.
Yeah,
he looked like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, from Ghostbusters.
Oh,
That's, not like real fat person, but, like stupid humans, they don't know.
oh, okay.
And they just try to be nice. They're like, oh, you're looking very nice today, Ian. And he'd be like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And, he get many people with this hunting method. But I don't like below my dignity. You know, I'm not going to inject myself with fat. It's not. No. I just catch them the old-fashioned way. Let them get fat. I catch them. It's easy. It's easy. Okay, I think Jeffrey's telling me I hear him in my earpiece. He says time to...